Hello, and welcome back to my channel. I am Gigi of GGmadeit.com. You know, the knitter, the blogger, and the yarn hoe. Welcome to my little corner on YouTube. If you are new here, welcome. Make sure you subscribe and hit the notification button so you don't miss anything. And comment, leave me a comment, talk to me. Give me a thumbs up if you like my content and talk to me. I like to engage, so talk to me. And for those of you that have been with me, hey y'all. So this one shouldn't be too long, but let's talk about what's up for today. So we have some FOs, some finished objects. I'll share with that. I finished my socks. And I finished the hat. We will talk about my whip. Yes, we'll talk about my whip and how that started some trouble. We'll talk about that. And we will talk about the New Jersey version of sheep and wool. And I say that because I don't believe that's the name of it. I always get it screwed up, but we're going to talk about that. We did that yesterday. And then, you know, I like to end the episode with my thoughts. And because I just attended a fiber festival, I want to talk about diversity at a fiber festival. You guys ready? Let's go. Let's get it. So we're going to start with finished objects. I will insert a little clip. I just gave these a bath. I finished them probably Monday. I don't even remember, but they're finished. They are, what did I say? They weren't twins. They were sisters because one is clearly shorter than the other. However, I finished. So this one is a bit longer. And for whatever reasons, the foot is longer too. But whatever. They're going to be on my foot. Whatever. I finished sock school. So I want to talk about what I've learned from sock school. So I want to talk about, I guess, the main thing with sock school for me. The main thing is, for me, I need to do two at a time. And I think I shared last week, the reason that I did them one at a time was because I wanted to stick along with the sock school and the time frame, right? Because I know me. Once I finish, I move on. What's next? I need to have something on my needles. I need to be working on what's next. And I know going forward, if I do venture into another pair of socks, and I'm sure I will at some point, they definitely have to be done two at a time. My attention span is not built for that second anything. I honestly was rushing through it because I was eager to get to the next thing, right? So whatever my motivation was, I finished, but I learned that. Two, the second thing that I learned from sock school was that, and I don't know that I've learned this particularly from sock school, but I've kept harping on this. You'll never know if you don't try. You'll never know if you can make your Kitchener stitch look right if you just don't try. And if you try and you mess up, you can pull it out and do it again. You can practice. You can do it over. So, you know, that, right? Because I'll tell you in a heartbeat, the reason that I avoid socks is because of the Kitchener stitch. And it wasn't impossible. I got through it. And they look good this time. So know yourself. Know yourself. And then again, the third thing that I really liked about sock school was being engaged with all the other sock knitters. Because I'll be honest, outside of pressing like on a picture, I don't really pay socks that much attention. But my God, there's some beautiful, beautiful socks that were made during this. So if you, like I said before, follow the hashtag sock school and you will see, man, beautiful socks just for them to go inside your shoe. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful socks. So that's that. I did finish the socks and I was happy with that. So I told you guys that my next big project was Denise Baudon's droplet capelet. I always say it wrong. I want to say dropped capelet, but it's droplet capelet. But I also said to you guys that I was gifted a kit from Stitch and Story. They wanted me to review their Peanuts collection, and I finished the hat. I'm going to put a little clip of a little video montage I put together, but I finished the hat, guys. I didn't put the pom-pom on it because I was planning on giving it to my nephew, and I don't know that he wants a pom-pom on his head, but he's a little tight and this is a little big, so I don't know. But I finished it. I love that they give you this little label to put on it that has their stuff on it, which is cute, cute. And guys, this was a super knit. Super, super, super quick knit. Now, as I've said to you guys before, I think I shared, this was knit flat. It was knit flat and then you seam it up, right? So here's where I seamed, so not bad. And the color work, if you will, fairly simple. I'm pretty happy with my float game. My float game is strong. My floats don't look horrible. I'm pretty happy with my floats. So I know that these are sold out. I don't know that they're going to replenish the inventory, because I know when I finished and I put my little video together that I will share here with you guys, everybody was asking, so I went and I looked and it is sold out. But if most of their kits are this way, one, the pattern was well written. Two, and I think I said this truly geared towards beginners. Truly geared towards beginners. This was so, if you are a new knitter and you're apprehensive about knitting in the round, although I'm back to what I said a few minutes ago, you got to try. But if you're really one that you're afraid of knitting in the round, try finding yourself a hat that's knit flat and you have to seam it, because it's basically the same. You're doing everything the same. You know, once you start getting to the top, you start decreasing, and you know, then you seam it up. So you can make a hat. You can make a hat. So it's enough brim room on here that I can, you know, the label will be hidden, but you can roll it up. So I don't know, maybe it might be okay for Jordan. He got a little peanut head though. So anyhow, finished. Another thing finished. And I am pleased. I can honestly say, why do I always say honestly? Make you guys think I lie. I don't lie. I just like that term. But I can tell you that, I think I said this before, I was not aware of Stitch and Story, but I'm happy that they reached out to me. I recommend. The kits, I definitely recommend. If all the patterns are written the way that this one was, the quality of the yarn, and that's the only thing that I will say. If I had a beef, the yarn split a little bit on me. Like, I really had to pay attention to avoid it splitting. And I don't know how many plies this is. It looks like it's like an 8-ply. There's a lot of threads there. But it kept splitting on me. I'm not going to say kept. The first time that it did, I paid attention going forward to avoid that. But that's my only. So if I had to give this stars out of 5, I would give it a 4.8 out of 5 because of that splitting. Other than that, I say do it. I recommend, like I said, I don't know that you could do this in particular because everything is sold out. All 3 pieces or all 3 projects that was included in their peanut collection, when I looked early last week, everything was sold out. So I'm happy with that. So that is it for finished objects. Okay, so now let's talk about my work in progress. Let's talk about my work in progress. As you guys all know, I am making the Droplet Capelet by Denise Baudon. She's known as, I love to say it, I hope I'm saying it right, Baudon Handmade on Instagram. And we also know that I am using this yarn from Lola Bean Yarn Company. So let's talk. I want to say, was it Monday night? It might have been Monday night that I finished. Whatever night I finished the hat and I was doing the video, I was up late. It had to be midnight, close to 1 a.m. Easy, right? And I'm putting my video together and I'm getting it ready to post and whatever have you. And I get a notification that says that Adela had tagged me in a post. So I'm like, why is she tagging me at this time of night? So I figured I'll go watch it when I finish doing what I'm doing. So I keep on editing. And now here comes all the notifications. This one commented on a post you're tagged in. That one commented on a post you're tagged in. This one posted. I'm like, what is happening? What? Why is she up at this hour? 1, 2. Why is she? Okay. So I go look. And she had just finished watching last week's episode. And she was upset because I showed you guys this yarn. And I said, didn't I say it was a mistake? I said it was a mistake. I didn't say go run and ask Adela, can she have this? I didn't say any of that. I said it was a mistake. Meaning, it's not repeatable. It's not something that you can purchase for her. It's not something that's available. But, I mean, I was giving her props because this yarn is gorgeous. Well, that started a war because she claims all my followers, they browbeat her and they're in her email and they force her to dye the yarn for her. And so she goes live. She goes live and she pins my email and said if anybody had questions about this yarn, since I decided to share it in my blog post, to email me. Well. You guys know that I love finding the positive in any situation. You do know that, right? Okay, so I was like, ma'am, you can give them my email if you want. If enough people email me, how about you are going to be forced to reproduce it? So you should watch your mouth. Because as a result, I said to her, you don't even realize, I'm sorry guys, my yarn was tangled. I said, you don't even realize that you sent people to watch the blog. You sent people to go see this yarn that probably wouldn't have seen it because you running your mouth and complaining about something that you didn't have to complain about. So anyway, this yarn is from Lola Bean Yarn Company. In all honesty, guys, it is I think I shared that with you last week. I said it was a mistake And she tried to, her attempt was to over dye it to try to fix the mistake. And this yarn is the end result of her trying to fix it. So that is what I said last week. That's what I'm saying this week. I still have not told anybody to go to her and ask for this yarn. I was just giving her props. But it turned into a thing. It turned into such a thing that at the festival, somebody stopped me and was like, are you and Adela still beefing? I laughed so hard. I had to get her on FaceTime. It was all in fun. I appreciate you guys because you guys have truly proven to me that when I share good stuff with you, you guys go and you support. And I appreciate you guys. So that was mad funny. Mad funny. So back to the project. So a couple things. One, the cast on call for a twisted German cast on, German twisted cast on, twisted something that I had never done before. So I think I've said to you guys before that I love a pattern that will teach me something new. I don't know that I wanted to learn. Whoo, can I tell you? Well, first off, rewind. Denise provides video support for anything, you know, stitches or whatever in her patterns. So she had a video to show you how to do it, right? I was talking about it on my live and people recommended other videos that I should watch that would help me get this twisted cast on. Well, baby, I got it. I got it. I'm not going to tell you how many times I started, stopped, put it down. I quit. I'm not doing this pattern. Nope. And then I had to say to myself, watch your mouth, watch it again, watch it again. So I kept watching. I watched a couple other videos, but I finally went back to Denise and I finally got it, guys. I finally got it. And yeah, because up, under, over, back loop, front loop, ma'am, that was a bit much. However, I finally got it. Because, guys, seriously, I know I was casting on, so I was supposed to be putting on one stitch. I was doing what I thought was the twisted thing, and I was winding up with 4 stitches on the needle. How we do that? So, yeah, stressful. However, finally got it. And from everything I read, I understand that this is a very stretchy cast on that doesn't flare or lose its stretch or lose its shape, which is ideal because this is knit top down and this is, you know, going to go over my head and be sitting right at my neck. And from what I understand, everything that I've read, this is the perfect cast on for that. So I did figure that out. The other thing I want to talk about is the size of these needles. Now, I said to you guys before, something that I need to do a better job at, and that is reading a pattern before I commit to it. I saw the capelet. I fell in love. I'm making it. It said it was finger and weight yarn. Check. I have that. I did not look at the needle sizes because, listen, there should not be a needle below a US 4, people. Listen. So when I saw that I needed not only a US 3, but I needed a US 1, ma'am, I'm sure, ma'am. So let's talk about the needle fiasco. So I had the sizes. I actually have a US 3 in a signature, right? My US 1s and my US 3 I have from Knit Picks. So you cast on, you cast on with the bigger needle and then you do the ribbing in the smaller needle. Well, who sat on the bigger needle? That would be me. Thank God I had another US 3 because I broke the first one. Then I had a US one, but this calls for a 24-inch cable. I had a 32-inch cable. And if you ever tried to squeeze or slide stitches around when the cable is too big and it's not big enough to do magic loop, you know my pain. So on the way to get Shelby, was that Friday? That was Friday. Yeah. On the way to get Shelby on Friday, I stopped in the local yarn shop, which is here, right in the same town where Shelby works. I called first and they had them. So I was able to get my US ones on a 24-inch cable so that I could get going without driving myself crazy. So this is working up nicely. I think I got maybe another ½ inch or so before I will start the body of this. I already can tell you that I love how this is knitting up. I love the piece of material that this gauge is creating. So I'm pleased. I got past the crazy cast on. It's not crazy. It's a nice cast on. I just, whew. Has anyone tried the German twisted German? How do you say it? What is the title? So tell me that. 1, have you done it? 2, is it German twisted cast on or twisted German cast on? Yeah. Tell me, please. So that's that. So let's now talk about, before we get into the festival, I want to apologize. I try to hide her. I got a lot of comments because all she has on is the Franca. And from the angle that I was sitting at, you got full on frontal. And if I offended anyone, I apologize. I never put clothes on her. I let her be free. But if you were offended, I'm sorry. I'll do better. Let's talk about the festival. You ready? So, it's festival season. To me, soon as the calendar changes to September, it is time for the fiber festivals. It is time to be out amongst the people, to see the sheep, to squish the yarn, to have an opportunity to purchase things that are new or things that you have had your eyes on. And the most important part to me, meet the people. Meet the people. So yesterday, and actually it's today as well. Yesterday I attended the New Jersey, I want to say it's Sheep Breeders, something. It's New Jersey's Fiber Festival. That's it. When I get the proper name, I will put that in the down bar. So it's about an hour ride for me. About an hour ride south. And yesterday was a busy day for us. So we got up early, hit the road, got down there a decent time because we wanted to see Shay from Knit and Crochet because she was driving up from Maryland. The weather was perfect. And I had a good time. I always have a good time. Let me just say that. I know I've said in the past that the vendors aren't always the friendliest, and I stand by that. That doesn't stop me from having a good time. It just doesn't. If you are not welcoming, or if you're not, and I get that your booth could be so crazy that you may not see everybody that comes in. I understand that. My issue is when there's nobody in your booth but me and you. So, having said that, my joy is not up for grabs. I always have a good time. So, for those of you that, and I love this about you guys, like, Gigi, don't go back. Like, that's a shame, blah, blah, blah. Don't feel like, or I don't want to mislead you and have you guys think I'm walking around or, oh, nobody's being nice to me. Nah, man, I bring the party. So, I'm good. I had a good time. I had a blast. So, as I said, we got there. Just as we got there, we were going to see. I'm sorry, guys. Y'all know the routine. Power surge, power surge, power surge. Whew! When we got there, couple things. I had to get a bag from Chelsea Yarn for someone else that sent me money to purchase. So I kind of wanted to make a beeline because I knew that everybody was talking about the bag and I didn't want it to sell out. I believe Christina had put it aside for me, but I just wanted to be sure. So we were moving fast to try to get there. I wanted to go see Cece's wool because she was carrying Adela's yarn and I needed to get some footage of that for Adela. There's a good and a bad part of these festivals for me. The good part is I love meeting the people. The bad part is I can't shop or really focus on anything other than the people because I honestly get stopped almost every 5 minutes and I love it, right? I love it. Why I say it's the bad part is because I miss out on so many things because one, I have the attention span of a 2-year-old. Two, I could be walking because I see a booth or somebody said this was in that booth and I'm headed that way. I'll get stopped 10 times before I get there and then I forget. So I get home and I start looking at everybody's Instagram and I'm like, ah, man, they were there. I missed them. Ah, man, I didn't get to that booth because listen, Shelby walked away because she was hungry. She was tired of me. I kept saying, come on, we're going to go get something to eat. What should have been a 5-minute walk to the section where the food is turned into an hour because I kept getting stopped. And I finally said, just go, because my baby turns into a gremlin when she's hungry, and I was not trying to be bothered with that. So that happened, which I love. You know, I met so many folks, so many people stopped me, so many hugs given out. So like I said, you know, I still feel like there's an opportunity at this particular, we're going to talk more about that. We're going to talk more about that. So let's just talk about who I did see, what I got, and we'll go from there. Hold on. Okay, so when I say what I got, first of all, I did not buy nothing. I didn't buy anything. And what's happening now is I get so many gifts, guys. I get so many gifts. So first off, before we get into the gifts from the festival, I didn't put in a mail. I didn't say I was going to do a mail segment because there was just this one thing. So do you guys see my heart earrings, my orange hearts? So Yasmin from Design by Yasmin. She must have been watching one of my things because I'm sure I've said this before, but I haven't. The other thing that I obsess about is hearts. I love hearts. I have heart earrings. I have hearts on my bracelets. I didn't put my bracelets back on. I love hearts, right? So when I saw I had a package from her, I'm like, I didn't order anything. Thank you, Yasmin. Designed by Yasmin. Now, let me just disclose because I don't want to hear her mouth either. She doesn't make these anymore. She made these for me. She does not sell these. These are not something that's available. I just wanted you guys to see. You've seen other earrings that I've worn from her. So if you are in the place for hand crocheted earrings, she's a great place to start. So that's that. So the one thing I purchased, but it was a purchase for somebody else, Chelsea Yarns. First off, with your purchase, you get one of her bags. You know she loves rose gold and she loves pink as much as I love orange. So that is the bag that you get from her. And the what I purchased for, I want to say her first name is Danielle. I think her first name is Danielle. But she's in the footage from when I was in Ohio. She came to visit and she reached down. She was like, Gigi, are you going? Could you grab the bag for me? Sure, I can, sweetheart. So this bag, I don't want to open it, but it has Christina's rose gold. And actually, Christina dyed a yarn to match this color. So I grabbed that for her. And if you are not familiar with Chelsea Yarns, listen. Every year, her booth is popping. I have some footage. I will share that with you. So while I was there with Chelsea Yarns, a young lady stopped me, and I have her name because I was happy that she, hold on guys, she sent me the picture that we took together. Hold on. Her name is Mary Ann Noble Stoner, and she is from the Maryland area. And guys, look at this bag she made for me. Isn't this nice? And it's full of goodies. You'll see footage of Christy and I. Christy goes in the bag to see what I have, and I recorded it, so that was really cute. But here is the picture that she took of us together, where she gave me the bag. And again, thank you so much, Mary Ann. Thank you so much. I love it. I love it. I love it. So there's all kinds of. So Christy said there was a card. I didn't open the card, so we're gonna open the card with you guys here. So let's see. It has pretty butterflies and flowers on it, and it says, oh, it's one of those pop-up ones. I love a good card. Did I tell you guys that? Gigi, enjoy these treats from Maryland. Your podcast is so fun. Love, Mary Ann, aka Dingle Kringle is her name on Instagram. So thank you. So she gave me a lot of caramel. So these are caramel creams, are they called? Because they have the little cream in the back. So that was good. She listened. She got me some heart stickers. Thank you. I love hearts. And I actually tasted these on camera for the first time. You'll see that footage coming up afterwards. And these are Cowtails. Again, more caramel. Very, very good. Thank you. I had never even, I went to Morgan State in Baltimore, and I had never heard of these. And this is popcorn, Fisher's popcorn, and it's Old Bay seasoned and caramel. So we're gonna, I'm thinking this is like a, exactly what I thought. A spicy, savory and sweet. More sweet than savory. I could do that. So, these are Fisher's. Fisher's, is it say? Am I saying it right? Yes, Fisher's popcorn. And it's Old Bay and caramel. How cute is that, guys? Super cute, super cute. You probably said, Gigi, Old Bay and caramel? No. If you like sweet and savory, yep, that's good stuff. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you. If you're watching, thank you. I love my bag. I love my treats. Thank you. And I love that picture. Thank you for sharing it. I love the picture of us. Okay. So, that was that. Oh, Cece's Wool. Cece's Wool was carrying Adela's yarn, Lola Bean. And she has a farm. She has sheep. So her booth kind of went from one extreme to the other. She has yarn, her own yarn label. She has yarn from her sheep. She had like locks and all kinds of stuff. Nice booth, nice array of colors. Her skeins, you'll see it on the video. I forget what she calls them, but they're really big. I didn't get the footage the yardage rather, but you'll see what I mean. But I was surprised because I was not aware of CC's wool. I only knew because Adela, she's going to be also carrying Adela's yarn at Rhinebeck. So if you're going to Rhinebeck and one of your goals is to get your hands on some Lola Bean, and you're not going to be at Indie Untangled, you will be able to get at the booth. In the video, she says what booth she'll be in. I don't remember what she said, but I'm going to show you the footage, so you'll be able to do that. But look, guys, she gifted this to me. It's called Gigi's Yarn. So this is hand dyed and hand spun by her. So I don't know how much it is, but we will try to figure out something. Nice, right? Nice. Nice, nice. We can actually make it a necklace. That's what we could do. That's what we'll do. We'll put that back there. We'll do that right there. I don't have to knit it. I can wear it just like that. So that was from CC's Wool. I will put the information for her Instagram as well as her website. And again, the big thing that's important about her is if you are attending Rhinebeck this year, she will carry Lola Bean yarn in her booth. And like I said, the footage will tell you which barn she's going to be in so that you can go check her out. Like I said, from one extreme to the other as far as what she had in her booth. So I think she would satisfy quite a few people. The other gift has a funny story attached to it. So as I said to you guys, I was kind of trying to make a beeline for Chelsea Yarns because I wanted to get the bag. Christina has a new yarn out, and it's called Luxe Cobblestone. And it's called Cobblestone because it has all those little nubbies in it. Do you guys see that? It has like the little bobbles in it. So if you watch the Chelsea Pearls podcast, Christina was making a hat with that and holding mohair. So she had these kits together for the hat, and these two colors are called Gigi. So the funny part of this, first of all, thank you, Christina. If you follow me, you know last year I bought the tweed from her with the mohair and I made the hat. I had planned on wearing the hat, but it was just too warm because I did make that hat and finish it. So I plan on making this one too, holding the two together. But the funny part is apparently this kit wasn't put aside. It was put out with inventory. So Woody, who was one of her employees and who's dear to our heart, she said Woody comes to her and whispers in her ear. He was like, I think somebody is trying to buy Gigi's kit. She's like, oh no. So she had to go to the woman and tell her that it wasn't for sale. The lady was like, but this is the one that I like. She was like, I'm sorry. I made this for my friend. She said, but do you have more? Cause I only like this one. She was like, I'm so sorry. I only made one. She was like, but she said, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. She was like, I felt so horrible. Don't feel bad. Ma'am, that was trying to buy this. You should have known if there was only one orange. Back up. Thank you, Christina. I love you, love you, love you, love you. I know you know that. Thank you so much. I can't wait to try the cobblestone. It looks so pretty because one of the things that I love in a pattern is some texture. I'm a texture freak. So if I can just simply knit and the yarn creates the texture, all the better. So again, this is called Chelsea Cobblestone. It comes in an array of pretty colors. She has it posted on her Instagram. Isn't that beautiful, guys? It's beautiful. Thank you, Christina. So that was that. So we ready to chat? Let's chat. Okay. So good time had by all. What I didn't say was Danny was there. You'll see it in the footage. I saw my Danny. I got a hug from Franny. Pippa was there because Christy was there. Bonnie was there wearing her My Boy Lollipop and her Lola Bean, what was it, lemon tart? I think that color was gorgeous. I told you Knit, Shay was with us, Knit and Crochet, the designer behind the As If Tee. She drove up. She was there. I was so very happy to see the mom and daughter team of Knot House Yarns from Maryland. Dave drove up too. Ran into Willie and Jan from Philly. The Philly crew was in the house. Who else did I see? Just so many people. Nancy was doing a demonstration, and I believe she's teaching today. Amanda Solomon is teaching, so we ran into her with her fabulous self. So it was just what I like to refer to as my peeps, right? So let's say nobody walked up to me. Nobody said hi. My people were there, so I was in a safe space for me. And I say that to say, this conversation came up on Instagram about, you know, Rhinebeck and India Untangle and will it be safe? And I believe that's coming from the incident that happened overseas at one of the events, right? So not something that I concern myself. I don't feel like I need to be protected. I'll be honest with you and say all of the folks that are full of angst online, or that will, you know, bring their cronies to all attack you in a post, I don't know that they would necessarily say that to your face. It's very easy to sit in the comfort of your home and type whatever you want. So I'm not concerned. That's never an issue. Never an issue. My issue, if I have one, has been diverse, right? So what do you mean, GJ? So let's unpack this. So you guys know I'm a storyteller. I get my point across by telling a story. So the first time that Shelby attended Rhinebeck with me, I don't even know how many years ago that was at this point, but my baby, as soon as we got out the car and we started walking towards the gate, she's looking around, familiarizing herself, as you do, and just watching the crowd. And she said, Mommy, where did you bring me? And I said, what do you mean? She said, I don't see anybody that looks like us. Not one single solitary person. So I'm like, Shelby, we're not even inside yet. So I say that to say my baby started counting. Every time we went to the booth, 1, 2. She was like, Mommy, 3. She said, something go down. I was like, baby, we're fine, right? The sad part is that's the reality of someone that looks like me. But by mid-morning, she was like, okay, 18, 19, 20. She said, all right, I'm good. Now, I want to put you in the scope of Rhinebeck and how large Rhinebeck is, how big those fairgrounds are, and how many people attend, right? I also want to say to you, I often get private notes from people that look like me that will say, I'm coming to Rhinebeck next year. I never went because I didn't think anybody like us would be there. Okay? So when I say I want to talk about diverse at these festivals and these events, there's 2 tiers to it. First is the crowd diverse, right? And I can tell you last year at Rhinebeck, there's one particular picture, if I can find it, I will put it in, that I got so much feedback on. And so many people, that's it, I'm coming. I didn't think I would see that many Black people. And I'll be honest with you and tell you that in that picture, it might have been 15, 16 of us, maybe. But from somebody looking out that assumes that it's a fair assessment, but that assumed that nobody looks like us at Rhinebeck, that made them feel good. So one, if you are in an area that there are festivals of such and there's not a diverse crowd, it'll never be a diverse crowd if you don't go. Go. If there is no reason for you to feel like you will be physically harmed or physically intimidated, it's a public event, go. Somebody has to start. And it's a shame to think that we still need to start anything in 2019, but somebody has to start. So go. Anyway, back to yesterday and about the diverse, right? The crowd, I could count on my hand, maybe both hands, how many people of color that I saw, right, in the crowd. So there's, and I believe that's because of knowledge. For years, I didn't know that this festival existed. Had no idea, right? And I kind of think that's what the case is as far as people that look like me. They didn't know it existed, right? Because you had folks this time that I missed, but people that came up from Maryland that were there, you know, I don't think everybody knows. So that's to say that we as a people got to play our part. So we can't say that the industry doesn't look like us if we don't show up, right? We got to show up. When I say we knit too, I mean that. We knit, we crochet, we weave, we whatever we want to do. But if we don't show up, people believe their assumptions. Does that make sense? We got to show up. So that's the one thing. So as far as the audience at these events, I think that's on us. I think some of the events could do a better job at marketing so that we know these things exist. But if you know it exists and you're not going because you don't think you're going to see anybody that looks like you, stop. Stop. We got to show up. Okay, we got to show up. So that's that. The other side of this is the vendors, the people that you're actually shopping from. And that absolutely is an opportunity. That to me is what was significantly important about January. And that is we vend, we have products to sell. We should be a part of these events too, not just as the crowd, but as the vendors, as the small businesses that sell, you know, and not just in somebody else's booth. We need to have our own booths. So in that case, I feel like a lot of the events have an opportunity. So because I live in the New York area, you know, the crowds are very diverse. I'm talking about male, female, white, black, pink, purple dot. Very diverse. The vendors, on the other hand, not always so much. So that's starting to change. And I'm so happy that it's starting to change. Right? So that was my conversation. Like you guys know I do my 10 questions on my Facebook page. And I asked that question. Are the festivals in your area diverse? You know, and some people say yes, but they were saying diverse and the type of crafts that they represented. And then other people got right to it. Somebody said, my perception of diverse versus that of a person of color, I'm sure is very different. And they're absolutely right. Because I'm sure if you don't look like me and you see me and one other, you felt like it was diverse. When you do look like me and the only person that looks like me is the person that I brought with me, it's not diverse. Right? Does that make sense? So there's, to me, an area of opportunity. As far as the crowds are concerned, I am speaking to my people here now, and I'm saying to you guys, we can't complain that these places are not diverse if we don't go. And if you're not going because you think you're going to be the only one, somebody has to be the only one, and you got to go. Okay? When you get a concrete situation that tells you I'm not going there again, that's a different story. But when we're just not showing up because we're making assumptions, we can't do that. And we can't be mad. We can't be mad. They're not telling us they can't come. There's no white only sign outside. You know what I mean? It's not restricted. It's not a private club. We have to show up. And then now I'm speaking to the industry makers and the event planners and the people that are coordinating all of these things. We design too. We dye yarn too. We can be models in your fashion show. We can design the projects that's in your fashion show. We can, you know, teach your classes. Whole bunch of us. We really can. We have stuff for you to learn. So that's where, like, you see, it's starting. Thank you, Jesus. It's starting. But though, that's my thoughts. So, you know, yesterday, again, like I said, I had a ball. I love my people. I do. Even if you're new people and I just met you for the first time, I love you guys. You guys don't understand. You know, you guys always talk about me, how I'm so happy and smiling and just positive. You guys feed me. You feed me. You know, I love to be standing and watching, talking to somebody and watching somebody walk past and it click. You know, you can see it in their eyes like, oh, that's Gigi. And they'll say, are you Gigi? And I'll be like, no. Don't know who you're talking about. But yeah, that's my thing. So as we go into this hyper season, right? So the next time, the next big one for me will be Vogue. And as I've said before, I will be at Vogue all weekend long. I'm going up early. I think I'm going up on Thursday because I will be helping Adela in her booth at Indie Untangled. So I'm excited for that. But I will be there all weekend. And I'm looking forward to seeing all of you. I'm telling you right now, please, I don't care if I'm talking to somebody. I don't care if I'm in a crowd of people. Please say hi. I can't tell you how many people say to me, oh, they'll send me a note later on. Gigi, I saw you, but there were so many people around you. I was afraid. Or Gigi, I saw you, but I'm shy and I don't want. Please say hi. And if you're not going to say hi, then don't tell me you saw me. Okay? Fair enough. So that's all I got. I'm going to share the footage. I have some footage. I'm going to share a little montage I put together for the hat. I have footage from the weekend. And that's it till next week, guys. That's it till next week. I'm tired. I went to a birthday party last night. I thought I was grown. I didn't get back in this house until after 1 a.m. I'm going back to bed. I don't. Look, I had my shoulders out. I had on heels. I had a little glass of champagne. I thought I was grown. I'm paying for it today. Soon as I finish with you guys, I am going to bed. Yes. Yeah. I'm waving my orange flag. I'm done. So, as always, on purpose, guys. On purpose. On purpose. Be the change that you want to see on purpose. Don't just talk about it. Do something about it on purpose. Right? On purpose. Be happy. Be sad. Be intentional. Be whatever you want to be. But make sure you're doing it by design. Right? That's all I got. I'm getting off my soapbox. Everybody have a fabulous, fabulous week on purpose. Fabulous rest of the month. Fabulous rest of the year. Fabulous whatever. But do it on purpose. Just, nope. You ain't getting that off today. I'm going to be happy. Until next week.
Feel like he need to do.
All right, guys, we are here. We are here. And based on where we had to park, so are a lot of other people. So as I have said before, this is our 3rd year attending. We're excited to see those that we support. Paige has a booth. Chelsea Yarn has a booth. We want to go see, what's the name of it, Shelby? Cece's Wool, because she has Adela's things. And I think that's it for who we know. As I've said before, this is a different crowd. Not as friendly as this is the past, though. We'll see what happens this time. But I can't say that that has been my last 2 experiences. So we'll see what happens this time. Stay tuned. Huh? Huh?
Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't say anything to you. Yes? What are you trying to say? Are you saying something to me? Excuse me, Shoo.
Yeah. You gotta record one of those for Pat. I know you. Hi, baby.
I know you. You know that.
Yes,
you looking pretty as
Thank
usual.
you.
Look at those shoes.
Yeah, she just sent them to me. Aren't they gorgeous? Thank you.
Hi. I'm pouting so bad.
Huh?
I'm pouting so bad.
Why?
My baby pouting because he wanted to stay home.
Oh, she made you come? Hi, baby. She made you come? You need. Look, tell her she got to pay you.
I gotta pay him.
Yeah.
I pay him every day.
Right.
12 o'clock, there's also in our Barn 1 education area, we've got Doug Wentworth from the Small Farm Advocacy and Farm Bureau, who's here to talk. And 12:30, we'll be having our parade of breeds. So you'll see a number of different variety of breeds here at the festival today. And at 1:30, we'll have our Shepherd's Lead. And if you haven't already signed up and you're going to be participating in the Shepherd's Lead, please come to the show ring and complete the registration form. Plenty to do here at the Garden State
Shelby.
Breeders.
Shelby, these are the ones that Adela likes. She likes the Jacob sheep.
Who likes the Jacob?
Adela, you gotta take the thing so she can see. She likes their horns.
Oh, look at the Jacobs!
I told you she likes those.
you doing? Hey. Sorry, I was just putting it out. This is cute. You so fit. You look outfit. It was
Okay, it's a really nice class of views from end to end. There's useful
sheep is more than one. That took you out. Alrighty, I just wanted to show you Jacob and them. You yelling at me? Wait, we lost? You lost him?
Huh?
Alright, catch up.
I know Apple Tree Knits. How are you?
I'm great. How are you doing?
I'm wonderful. She has like the best gradients ever. Yeah. Huh?
I was thinking of you coming up for this shot because I grabbed this out and I can't look at orange and not think about you.
So guys, I know you guys are familiar with Apple Tree Knits. This is not, her gradients are sick. If you're not familiar, you need to check her out. Her gradients are amazing and they knit up so pretty, yes. Yes.
It's watermelon.
It is. The seeds are dyed in too.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's.
You
Oh,
can
I
see
see
one
one
right
right there. Oh, that's awesome.
She has beautiful, beautiful stuff, guys. So if you are not familiar, you need to check her out. So how's it been so far this morning?
Crazy.
Already?
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
That's good stuff. Good stuff.
You look like you've got the vibe going.
Oh, you know.
You've got
always.
the coffee. You've
Just a
got
little bit of orange, a little bit of orange. We'll be back through. You're welcome.
Right behind me.
Hello. How are you?
Doing good. I have to come hug you.
Yes,
I love you, Mama.
How are you? You know what? Thank you. And let me put those away right now.
Yeah.
Thank you. 'Cause that's going to happen
Over and over again.
all day.
I saw Christy earlier.
Did you?
Yeah, she
Okay.
came through with her daughter.
Okay. What time did you guys open?
9 o'clock.
9. Okay.
Yeah, they start the sheep show at 9, so
Okay.
they just said have the vendors open too.
Okay, cool beans. Nice seeing you. Have a great show. It's pretty. That's pretty.
Oh yeah. I like this. This like that.
Uh-huh. This is who? Who did you say was at somebody's house? You said somebody, didn't you say somebody said Toby was at their house?
So.
That's her, Toby Roxanne. She was staying with who?
I don't know who that meant. He came into my brain.
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah.
I like this.
Absolutely.
Yeah, that's pretty.
Oh, that's
I really, really like it.
I got it. Okay, we're gonna write it on here.
Okay.
This is just
I am. Okay, guys, this is Cece from Cece's Wool. Look, she has all of that. What is that? You recognize that little baby face right there? What's that? That's the Lola Bean. Look, that's the Lola Bean.
Hey, hello.
Hi, how are you? Right, right. How are you? That's gorgeous. That is gorgeous. So nice. Okay, so now where are you based out of?
We have a shop, Cece's Wool, in Guilderland,
Okay.
New York.
Okay. How far is that from Rhinebeck? That'll
Hour
give me
and a
my
half
base.
north of Rhinebeck.
North. Okay. Okay, got you.
We also have sheep, so we have lots of locks.
Okay.
Dye, natural,
Okay.
dye yarn.
Oh, so you do it all.
We do it all.
Okay, so you have your own yarn base, yarn label.
Yeah, we call them yarn babies because they're so big.
They are big.
Oh, and then we got a new orange one.
Cece's Wool got.
This is our new.
Oh,
We call
how
it pumpkin patch.
Yes, and that's how it dyes
That's
up.
how it works out.
Nice, very
Proud
nice.
of you when we were making that.
Very pretty,
This is another new one. This is mulberry.
very nice. Okay, guys, check out Cece's Wool. Now I know you're on Instagram, and Cece Wool is it ccwool.com is your website?
Cece's Wool.
Cece's. Okay, got you.
It will be at Rhinebeck.
You'll be
Building
yes.
31.
31
the
at
end.
Rhinebeck. Got you.
With Lola Bean.
Yes, Lola Bean. Look at all of the Lola Bean, guys.
I just want to go through it once and then probably come back.
So pretty. Very pretty, very pretty, very pretty. You have a nice array. Nice different range of colors. I like it, I like it, I like it. Very pretty. Wow. That's beautiful. Very pretty. Very pretty. Now let me, oh, these are the cutest things ever. Super cute. Super, as expected. Chelsea Yarns is mobbed. But look at these two special ladies that came all the way up here. Isn't that nice? Look, listen. Look, even if you didn't know Chelsea Yarn, you're going to stop here just to see what all the hubbub is about. So nice. Let me pay for this bag. So Cape May Fiber, so I take it you're down further south. Is there a shop there or?
There is a shop there that carries our yarn, yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, and our colors are inspired by Cape May.
Okay.
And the seashore.
Nice.
And we have natural dyes too.
Okay. Very nice. Well, you know what I like, right?
I mean, how would I not know that you like orange? I mean,
Very
not that
nice.
it's obvious.
Oh my goodness.
Not that it's like,
Whatever, man.
It's alright, I love orange too.
not that you're like.
You know, when you like what you like, you like what you like.
I agree. And then everything matches, you know? Everything matches because you get orange on it.
The favorite question that I get.
Drives down and then we make something in bed. We bother Kelly when she's there. Among other people.
That's pretty. Road work. That's pretty. Look and see.
We got a pet of bunnies.
How'd it go?
Let's see.
We've got Fisher's popcorn. Ooh, okay. Whoa, Old Bay seasoned caramel popcorn.
Oh, that's going to be interesting. Old Bay and caramel. Okay. Okay. Old Bay caramel.
Oh, that's probably good.
Yeah. Because the spice and the sweet and the spice. Yeah.
Okay, let's see what else. Oh, hey! I was just opening Gigi's gift.
Heart stick. Oh, I love hearts, so that's good.
Okay, these are Gertz's, like caramel creams.
Okay. Okay.
This person who gave this to you likes caramel.
Okay. Yep.
Cowtails. This person is a big fan of cowtails. Do you like
Yes,
this too?
I've never. This is the stuff I'm trying. No,
You gotta try one.
so I got this will all be new stuff. Yeah, I know.
Okay, this is your
Okay.
first cowtail?
This is my first cowtail. So let's see.
What do you think?
Mmm. Mmm. Oh, Kristen.
I know.
It's called a cowtail. It's caramel. It's good.
I know. It's good.
I don't remember your name, but thank you.
It's the texture.
It is. Story, look what I found at New Jersey. One of your kids. Here at the Rose Spring Farm booth. Doing what she does. Taking pictures of people. Hello, 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 hello. I had to come find my honey lamb.
Hi, how are you? How are you? Good to see you.
How's it going?
Everything good. I was just showing the ladies on how to do it.
Okay.
But you know already because you follow my stories.
Yes.
So you know. And that was quite funny how you just started to see what I was doing and you were like,
I want one. Yep.
you did it. You did it.
Yeah, I made a poncho. It's really, this is, yeah.
You know, so like, you know how I love my 100% merino?
Right.
This is 100% merino, mother merino rasta.
Okay.
But I also like my lion red.
Right.
I like my lion red, 100% acrylic. So I like both ways.
Right.
I like both ways.
Right.
Hi, come on in. Let me show you. I make these squares. This is a square and I weave on the bottom. Now, mind you, I'm not a weaver.
Bonnie.
I'm a crocheter. And I don't know anything about weaving. And this came into my life.
Hello.
I